Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Let's Play Snake. This is William. I'm going to be playing Snake forever, essentially. I used to have a few videos on my channel where I did this, and now I was thinking, why not just get it going again? A lot of things going on in the world today. I don't really want to talk about most of them. I don't know if you guys saw this in the news the other day, but there was this guy. Ah, man, the details are sort of, they're sort of slipping away from me. He's definitely white. He had a farm? No. He had a job. That's right. He was... No, that's not right. Oh, that's right. It was, he didn't have a car. And, oh no. Anyway, this guy didn't have a car, so he walked to work every single day. That was pretty humble of him. It was a big old article, and someone saw the article and was like, this is so inspirational, that he walked to work. And they gave him a car. What do I gotta do to get a car? I mean, I have a car. Everyone can always do with another, though. What if I walk to work and I do have a car? I don't know. Listen, I don't want to joke about the plight of the many. I'm just sort of annoyed that, I don't know, you can't read an article about everybody who walks 10 miles to work. Or maybe you can. So, in my canon for this game, the snake is eating these red things are apples. And it loves these apples, but it doesn't realize that, it's sort of a zero sum. Is that the right use of that term? I don't know. It's not going to work out right for this snake if he gets all the apples he wants. He's going to die because there's going to be no space for him to do anything that he wants. He's not going to be able to move. But this is just, the snake's way, I guess. A snake is a fickle beast, as my papa would say. My papa was always saying, fickle beast. Whenever he saw a fickle beast, he was like, I'm gonna say it. And I was like, no, Dad, don't. And he'd be like, fickle beast. It's actually the name of my new EP, Fickle Beast, coming out on Shoutgram Records. It's coming out on Shout Ass Records. It's a little treat I like to call. Can't be beat. I don't like to call it that. It's just what it can't be. Can't be beat. And as long as you know that, well. Gosh darn it! I'm so good at this game. Oh. Looks like I got a little note on my phone. Let me see what that is. Oh. I know you're like, you can do this and use the phone at the same time. Oh, I got a notification that multiple people I follow on Facebook have liked the same photo. Which is, I think it's interesting, the evolution of some notifications where it's just like, hey, wanna know what your friends are doing over there? Well, here they are. Liking a tweet. Do you want to like the tweet? The more tweets you like, the more tweet power units are allocated to Twitter. The entity of Twitter. Oh man. I'm getting kind of daring here in this snake level. This isn't a level. I like to think of, Snake is sort of a virtual playground where anything goes. You can put that on the back of the box of Snake. It's my blurb. Snake is a digital playground where anything goes. A virtual playground. I mean, because I could get that guy over there. Or I could just have some fun over here. The thought ever cross your mind, dude? Maybe the snake doesn't want an apple right now. This is always an interesting part of the game when the snake is just a hat. Because I haven't seen, I don't think this is how snakes actually grow. I don't think they start as just a head. I think that there have to be some, I mean this game is like this obviously, but some versions, there's a myriad of versions of Snake. I feel like most of them begin with them having some sort of body. And those are the ones that are really committed to the realism of Snake, I think. Oh, there you are. Woo. But yeah, Snake was the original design document of Snake. I remember reading Tom Hall really wanted you to be able to, he wanted the backstory of Snake to be really about it. He wrote this thing called the Snake Bible, but you know, John Carmack was like, I don't think this is that necessary, instead of John Romero, so Snake ended up sort of having less of a backstory. But, you know, in the original version of Snake, it was, you know, there's lots of different things. They wanted it to be possible for you to like move the bodies of your enemies into like hidden areas, which would have been really cool. I mean, for the time, that wasn't a thing yet. I mean, the Hitman games hadn't come out. Ah, jeez. But you know, John Carmack took a look. He coded it actually. There's a version of Snake where he does that, or you can do that. But he was like, no, you know what? It's extra fat. So they cut it from the game. I don't know, I just read a book all about the making of the game Snake by John Romero and John Carmack and Adrian Carmack and Tom Hall. Those bunch of guys, they really made the game Snake. T. Wish you could go diagonally. Maybe just from near the head, that'd be cool. You guys think God's real? I've asked a bunch of people, and the consensus is yet to be found. I think he's pretty real. But you know, you don't know what he's like when he's like out in public. Like sometimes I feel like he'll like run into God and he'll be with a certain group of friends and then he's just gonna be like, ooh. And you're like, God, come on, what? I thought you were real. He's like, hey, no, I'm real. God would probably get really defensive, I feel like. But then also, like, what does he have to prove? I would just be like, God, I thought you wanted to hang out. And he's like, I do. Now see, because in front of his friends he wouldn't be like that. Look, me and God have this thing, and I don't really want to talk about it, but like, that's why I've been asking everybody, I guess. Just because, like, I just want to like, put a feeler out there, but everyone's like, yeah, he's a great guy, and I'm like, I don't know, he's kind of shitty to me when I see him at the mall. When I see him at North DeKalb Mall. Well, seems as good a point as ever to cap off this episode of Let's Play Snake. Like, subscribe. Thanks so much for your service in the United States military. Thank you. And good night.